Hey, it's Josh with Cultural Catholic coming at you with a pretty heavy story. As we all know, Wednesday there was a mass shooting at Parkland, Florida, at Marjorie Stoneman High School. I'm only going to use the guy's name once. Um, Nicholas Cruz, a former student who had been expelled the previous year, arrived at the high school and opened fire, killing 17 people. Um, at the end, I will go over their names, say a little bit about them as NPR has compiled the list and had some words to say about them based off of what their family had said or things that they had done um, in in, uh, in regards to the incident. So the shooter showed up and proceeded to go through the school, shooting people multiple times. Um, he was armed with an AR-15. Smoke bomb had several magazines, and purportedly pulled a fire alarm to get more students out into the hallway to kill. Um, this individual has was known among the students to be a loner, to be a little weird. The reason he was expelled was because he got into a fight with his ex girlfriend's new boyfriend, and that's why he was expelled. Additionally, it appears that he was uh, questioned by the FBI at least once over a comment on a YouTube video about school shootings, saying that he wanted to become a professional school shooter. And apparently, he was able to do that. This individual is still alive, which isn't common in school shooting incidents. Additionally, uh, it appears that he may or may not have been part of a right wing white nationalist organization called the Republic of Florida. The leader of this group, um, what was this bastard's name? Jordan Jareb, originally claimed that he was a member and had attended a training camp in Tallahassee. However, now he is walking back those statements. My take on this is that yes, he was a member, and Jareb wanted to take advantage of the notoriety. Um, but Jareb is apparently not as dumb as one would think he is, and he's now saying that this guy wasn't a part of it, and that he didn't, or and that this isn't something that he would want. I I am very skeptical. I don't think that Jareb is being entirely truthful um, in either account. Um, Additionally, this individual uh, who committed this horrendous act was known to post pictures of him on social media with knives and guns and bullets, brag about killing animals. While he was in school, it got to the point where he wasn't allowed to be on campus with a backpack because he kept on showing up with ammunition. Um, so the warning signs were there. Additionally, in January, he had been reported to the FBI, but protocol had not been followed, and so this horrible incident happened. Um, Now, a little context: America is inundated with guns. It is very easy to get a gun in several states, Florida included. And there have been, since the start of this year, 18 school shootings. That's not counting all the other shootings. We're barely into we're halfway into February, and there have been dozens of school shootings. No, not there's been over a dozen school shootings, but dozens of mass shootings already. And we're about halfway to the number of people who died on 9/11, who have died from gun violence. Chris Murphy, after this incident occurred, much to his credit, as he is the senator from Connecticut, which was the site of the Newtown massacre, called out the Republicans and the Congress as a whole for not doing something to prevent this. Uh, there are things in this individual's background that should have precluded him from getting a gun. Um, being expelled from school for violent reasons should be a reason to not get a gun. Um, and we don't need military-style weapons. Those aren't meant to hunt deer. They aren't meant to hunt anything. They're meant exclusively to kill people. And that's what this thing was used for. Many of the most recent mass shootings were done by perpetrators who used an AR-15. And that's not something that civilians should have access to. But for some reason in this country, the NRA has put our representatives' balls in a vice, for lack of a better term. And I'm going back on for some unknown reason because it's the NRA's fault. And these leaders in the House and Senate have decided, and not only in DC but in state houses all across the country, they have decided, because of the NRA, that it is okay for hundreds upon thousands of people to die each year because gun manufacturers want to make a quick buck. And they're going to make more money off of this because after mass shootings, gun sales go up. And some people say you can't regulate guns. It's in the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment was to regulate guns. And the Founding Fathers did not think that guns would get much beyond muskets. There is reasonable means to regulate things. We regulate speech. You can't incite violence or sedition. You can't slander or libel. You can't you legally cannot do those things, but we can still say whatever the hell we want. You can have as many guns as you want, just so long as they aren't military weapons. The way an AR-15 is designed is not to hunt animals, it's to kill people. Guns only do one thing: they kill people. Others say, well, if guns are so dangerous, why don't we regulate cars? They're dangerous. Yeah, cars serve another purpose. Their primary purpose isn't to kill, it's to transport people. And you have to get a license to be able to drive a car legally. It needs to be much more closely regulated to cars to get a gun. But yeah, this individual should not have had a gun, but because he was able to get access to a gun, actually several guns, because his social media, which according to authorities is very disturbing, showed him with multiple guns. Now that I have sufficiently gotten angry, it's time to get sad now. So, there are 17 individuals murdered by this person. Alyssa Aldahef, 14, who according to her mother was a talented soccer player and creative writer. Scott Beigel, 35, a geography teacher who risked his life and lost it trying to save students from slaughter. Martin Duke Aguiano, and I will probably mispronounce many of these names, 14, and a freshman at that school, who will be missed dearly by his family, especially his brother. Nicholas Dworetz, 17, who was going to the University of Indianapolis to swim and had Olympic ambitions. Aaron Feis, a 37-year-old alumnus and football coach who sacrificed himself to save students from murder. Jamie Gutenberg, 14, who, by all accounts, was a happy kid. Chris Hickson, 49, the athletic director who tried to help students who were shot. Luke Hoyer, 15, a basketball player and NBA fan who had a huge heart. Carol Offren, 14, Gina Montallo, 14, a member of the band's Winter Guard. Joaquin Oliver, 17, a Venezuelan immigrant who got his citizenship last year and was known affectionately as Guac because a lot of kids couldn't pronounce his name. Oh, also this kid had been here since he was 3. Elena Petty, 14, a member of Junior ROTC and had helped clean up the Florida Keys after Irma. Meadow Pollock, 18, who planned to attend Lynn University in Boca Raton. Helena Ramsey, 17, who was smart, kind-hearted, and thoughtful. Alex Schachter, 14, a trombone player in the marching band. Carmen Schentrup, 16, who is a National Merit Scholarship semifinalist. Peter Wang, 15, also in Junior ROTC, and had risked his life, and ultimately lost it, trying to save students from being murdered. "17 people have lost their lives because we can't pass gun control. 6 years ago, closer to just over 5 years ago, but almost 6 years ago, we lost children as old as 7, and we did nothing. We're probably going to do nothing again. But we need to remember these individuals and not the person who did this horrible act.